And we're live. Hello, everybody. How are you? I hope you're doing superb 4 days into 2025 and that you're feeling very empowered and you're going to march ahead to this year doing the most amazing things, breaking all your records and overcoming all your obstacles and starting a fantastic new life. So, I have Kavya with me, and she is a digital business coach. And both of us want to talk to you about empowering women globally. In today's time, no woman should be able to say that I am not financially independent. In today's time, no woman, and I'm sorry to all women out there, but you have no business to be dependent on another human being for anything financially. So, Kavya, what do you have to tell the audience?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. And yes, like you said, Nandini, there's really no reason for any woman to be dependent on anybody. Like it can be your father, your family, or your partner. No matter how well your partner earns, or no matter how well they take care of you, there's no reason you have to be dependent on them financially. And it's not about becoming financially independent is not just about money, right? It's about the freedom. So your freedom to make a choice, right? So you and to give your voice out there, right? To have your own voice in anything, like in a relationship or anything for that matter, right? So being financially independent is, and we should not misunderstand it for like being rude or anything like that, right? So it is completely a woman's choice. So even in a relationship, even if you have a very good like partner who's taking care of you very well, it also brings equality in your partnership, right? So when you are also contributing financially, it really brings equality in your relationship, and that is good, right? If your partner is good, then he or she will also like what you're doing, right? Like how you're contributing, and it'll also take the burden out of your partner's shoulder, right? For me, that was the case. My husband takes care of me very well, and when I quit my job in India and moved to Germany with him, I was completely financially dependent on him. And being financially independent for so many years when I was in India and becoming dependent was a little like, what do you say, culture shock? I don't know. It was different for me.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that he was not giving me like whatever I asked for. It's not like that, but it really depends on also your self worth and everything, right? It depends on how you feel internally, like how you feel that self worth when you're working for yourself, and like you're earning and you're financially independent, right, Nandini?
Absolutely. So, Kavya, mine was a little different case. I
Mm,
started working like you at a very young age. I was 16 when I started modeling, and I was earning well for those days. I did
mm,
save, and when I got married, I had this romantic notion in those days the man took care of the woman, and
mm.
my husband said, no, no, you don't work, you stay at home. So I was an at home wife, and of course, I got bored very fast. But you be home with the kids and you take care of the house. And I love running my home. Don't mistake me. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I was dependent on him. And the first time I wanted to buy a coat in London, I'll never forget when I had to ask that, may I buy this coat? And I said, God, what am I doing? And so, but it still didn't move me into becoming independent. And
Mm.
one of the things that I look back and I think at that time I thought I was being very smart. I lost out on a huge TV show, one of the biggest TV shows of our time, which ran for many, many years. And then
Mm.
later, when I was a single mom, I realized the mistake that I had made. I had many
Definitely.
romantic notions about money, and I've always had. So I've always overspent on my kids or my family. But I realized today, and I was telling Kavya this, that, we have to start here first. When we are financially independent and when we earn well, we are empowered, and then we can help the whole world also. But we first have to have that money ourselves, which is what I didn't work for, which I realized yesterday when I saw a reel when somebody said this, that, I'm very sorry, women, but today's women have no right to be dependent on another person. And I implore all you women out there, especially you younger ones, don't get carried away by any Prince Charming. Yes, there will be many Prince Charmings and they look after you, but you also look after yourself and make sure that you are financially independent. That's a very, very important thing because, as Kavya says, you have self esteem, self confidence. You can also give into the marriage. You can also provide and be part of that, and that's very empowering, right, Kavya?
Yeah, for sure. But also the other thing is, Nandini, a lot of women, for example, once they are married and there are circumstances they come across
Yes,
and they can't be financially independent. Like they can't go for the job again. Maybe they are new moms and they couldn't go back to jobs. There are different situations, right? But I think nowadays the time has changed and people are moving online, right? So you can still stay at home, look after your children, look after your family, and still earn and have a career on this side, right? So that is what we are asking you to look at. So it's not about like we are just not crudely saying that you everybody has to be financially independent, you can't depend on, it's not like that. So there are situations, you might have situations where you can't go for a job and you can't be financially independent, because you'll have to spend time, you have to look after your children, it's all there.
yes,
Family is the first priority, right? But on the go, like you might be taking about 1 year or 2 year gap, and there are people who are who have taken 10 years, right, gap, because they had to look after the children and they found that as the right way to go forward, right?
yes,
And rather than going for a
absolutely.
job, they had to look after the children, and that's right. But at least now when you have, there are different opportunities out there, explore new opportunities and see, look for yourself, look out for yourself is what we are saying. So
Yes,
there are different opportunities which can give you huge, like the potential is huge out there in the online space. So for all women who feel that no, I couldn't go back to my career, this is a very good opportunity for you to take, right? So explore more, don't feel that you're not worth it, or you don't feel that I have taken 10 years break, now I can't go back. So again, if you want to go back to your job, that is a prior, like that is a requirement, that you have to have the experience and everything. But for online businesses, you don't even need that, right? You don't need an experience, you don't need to be technically savvy. So it's all based on what your like what is your passion. Like do you really want to be the same, or you want a different career which can actually give you more income than going for a job and still have that family time, right? You can look after your family, you can be with your children, you can travel the world and still earn on the side. So that is what we are asking you to look at. So look at, like, explore different opportunities. This is an era where you can earn huge income without they, where we don't ask for any degree, you don't have to ask for any like what is your background, nothing is asked here. So explore such opportunities, look for something, look for yourself, and it'll really give you that confidence, I can tell you, especially being your own boss. Right.
absolutely. I absolutely. So if you feel that yes, this is something that you'd like to explore, then do explore online because I think that that is a space where you can spend time at home, you can be with your kids, and you can earn money because the
Yeah.
automated systems work like that on any online business. So yeah, Kavya, anything else you'd like to say to end here?
No, that's all. So it's just that I want people to, like, especially women, to look for different opportunities. And being women, being independent women, you are also setting an example for your next generation, right? So if you have a daughter, if you have a son, like you are setting an example for them, like how women should be. Right. So just take up different opportunities. Don't hold yourself back. Don't have that self doubt and hold yourself back. Just look for different opportunities, explore them, and we are here to help you. If you have questions, so you can always connect with us, we'll be happy to help you. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Thank
thank you
you.
so much, Kavya. And
Thank
thank
you.
you, everybody, for watching. And I do hope that this will move many people to start looking to become independent.
Yeah.
and yeah, and be with your children and family. So, bye, everybody. See you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.